Hello and welcome to Titanium Taurus Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Aquarius, okay? So this is going to be for any planet or star you have in your chart under Aquarius. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. Now, so I'm just going to get into your cards. Yes, as you can see, I've done a few changes, and thank you, Cherry, for all your suggestions. As you can see, I put them to use. So first I'll be using Brian Froud's Fairy Oracle. No, not true. I'll be using Radlech Valentine's Fairy Tarot deck. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week, please. Angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share. And my mind went to, I know a couple Aquariuses, one of which is Tom Hiddleston. Don't laugh. I really appreciate his work. I really do. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. And you got the Awakening card, which is the Hanged Man in this deck. Alright. I've decided not to take any cards at the bottom of the deck anymore because it was just taking too long for a reading. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. You got the Eight of Winter. Yeah. I want you to know that you did nothing wrong. When I saw you, just standing there. The checkout lady said, "Want one of these?" I said, "Alright, yeah." Got You're right back for life. Very funny. It's funny. Britain's Got Talent. So, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for Aquariuses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. You got the Prince of Autumn. I'm going to write those down because they must be related to something. And BGT, back for life. Alright. So, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share what they should expect. Ooh, you got the Six of Autumn that wanted to pop out. Please come forward and share. Now, the connection might just be that they're both from Britain, but I mean, there might be something else. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. And you got the Prince of Autumn. No, Prince of Autumn is right here. You got the Prince of Spring. So you got like two opposing, not opposing, but like complete opposites characters. Calm, cool, collected to excited and overactive, right? The overactive and calm, cool, collected, which is hilarious because today I was sitting outside and a rabbit came on my porch. It was so cute. No, I wasn't actually sitting outside. I saw it through the window. Super cute. And look, this prince is riding on a rabbit. Yeah. So now that is interesting. So now to clarify, I use Brian Froud's Fairy Oracle. Alrighty. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. We're clarifying the Awakening card, which is the Hangman. Alright. And so you got Topsy-Turvets, exactly what the Hangman is, or Awakening is. Iris of the Rainbow, as well as the Lao. Yep. And the Pook. Yeah. Makes sense. Now you got the Eight of Winter. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses, please come forward and share why the Eight of Winter is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good. And you got himself with Owl Parrot at the bottom of the deck, followed by the Sage and Mike the Myomancer. Okay, next. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses. Why, oh why, is the Prince of Autumn here in the upright? Please, angels and guides. And your first card is Gotcha! Surprise! As well as Gloomy Doom. Luminous Doom, I'm sorry. As well as the Soul Shrinker. And Sylvanius. And the Fairies of the Future. Now, you got the Prince of Spring. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my collective of Aquariuses. Why is the Prince of Spring here in the upright? Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aquariuses. Then you got the Glankener. Fairy Guide. Journeyman, as well as the Bright Mother. Okay, now I have to mention, because I noticed this and I usually don't, but around his crotch area, it's like the meeting where his thighs and his pelvic region, the intimate area meet. Well, that just stood out to me. So maybe, I don't know, maybe you like that area, or that area is very sensitive, which makes sense. It is for everybody, because there are a lot of veins passing through there. And me having broken my hip, I can tell you that my doctors were actually afraid that I had internal bleeding. So they went inside and they checked. I have the scars. But yeah, I don't know why. Maybe there's something like maybe there's something that you like triple X type, the stuff that you do after hours, because here this card does say illusions, delusions, lust. Okay, so I had to mention that. Now, let's go back to the reading. Alright, so you have number 1, you have the Awakening card. Now, the Awakening card, like I said, is the Hanged Man in this deck. Now, in this deck, this card talks of change the way you're looking at the situation. Embrace your uniqueness, a temporary pause in action. Okay? And what will allow you to tap into that, alright, is number 1, changing of a viewpoint, topsy-turvets. Okay, because if you change this card around, those faces change their shape a little, but they're still there. They're still faces. They just might look a little different, right? So that is what that is for. So just look at it differently, and then you'll see something from a different perspective. And that different perspective will give you a lot of hope and a promise for the future about what is coming. And in regards to unconditional giving and receiving, okay, as well as shape changing. So basically, how should I say this? Depending on the situation that you find yourself in front of, you are going to change the way you act, react, or whatever, which is basically what closers do, by the way. I know that because my dad's one. Next, you have the 8 of Winter, right? The 8 of Winter talks of you have what it takes if only you believed in yourself. Thinking that you're powerless when you're not, a lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. Yeah. So you have the new perspective. You can do whatever you set your sights on, but you're kind of in the old thinking pattern, and that is keeping you stuck. So I would suggest that you take a look at it, because the reason why is because you have himself. The first card clarifying the 8 of Winter is himself. Alright? And himself stands for natural law, shamanic powers, life force, and magic. So you have that within you. So why would you be afraid that nothing will happen? Right? Then you have Arvo Parrot. Now Arvo Parrot, okay, talks of communication. Point blank. So what I'm getting is that you need to be in open communication with yourself, meaning your internal chatter should be positive. Why? Because we are made of 70%. Now this could be a little far-fetched, which would be the concept that came to mind in regards to this was tiré par les cheveux, which is not exactly, but loosely translated to far-fetched. Alright, so because human bodies are made up of 70% water, and our thoughts are electrical currents. And now our thoughts going through our bodies, coming to contact with water, release, and seeing as electricity is seeing as water is a very conductive energy. It's a very conductive element. Okay, we can affect our entire being with our thoughts. Yes, we can. And because of that, then you have the sage. Knowing that, okay, allows you to have wisdom, hidden knowledge, retreat, old age, patience. You've learned so much that you've gained so much wisdom, that you can no longer keep, your abilities exceed your belief, and because of that, you're keeping yourself stuck. And the way to get you out of it is by seeing small clues that are spread out everywhere. And once you see those and you tap into those and you utilize those, you will be able to move so much further. Next, you have the Prince of Autumn. Now, the Prince of Autumn is a dependable, protective, chivalrous, and humorous individual. It says cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, kindness to others. So because of all the stuff that you've learned, you will be more kinder to others, you will be more respectful of others, and you will know what needs to be done. Now, the cards clarifying that are gotcha, because I feel like this is going to surprise people more than anything, because it's like you've come out of a cocoon. Notice how on these cards, many of the fairies have butterfly wings. And so you're coming out of your chrysalis, and You are stunning everybody due to your transformation, right? And during this transformation, you've learned something very important, which is you need to take care of yourself. That is what Gloominous Doom talks of. Then you have the Soul Shrinker, which basically talks that at the end of the day, when everything's said and done, what you are left with is a blessing in disguise, right? And it is up to you to utilize that blessing in disguise to your best, to its best potential. And that's when Sylvanus comes in handy, because Sylvanus talks of cutting through deception, clarity, and truth. So you are cutting away the unnecessary stuff and you're getting to the truth of the matter, which is what you went through was a blessing. And once you come to grips with that, you will be able to tap into the fairies of the future energy. Now the fairies of the future energy is talking of be here now, guidance forward moving, because everything that is happening in the now is going to help you later on in life, right? Next and last tarot card, you have the Prince of Spring. Now the Prince of Spring says the Prince of Spring is a charming, self-confident, passionate, and restless individual. Okay, it says immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage, a passionate relationship. Yay! Things are looking up. Yeah. Now, the reason for that, my friends, is because A, you have the Glankner, who, yes, talks of illusions, delusions, lust, projection, and, final thing, clear sight. So you can clearly see what you want in a relationship. And you're confidently going towards it. Then you have Fairy Guide, which talks of guidance, direct communication with your fairies. Now, I connect this to your intuition, your connection to your higher self, or your spiritual team, whichever you prefer, right? Whatever floats your boat, in other words. Next, you have the Journeyman. Now, this connection you have with your higher self, your spiritual team. I call them my spiritual team, but that's my little thing, because you have not only you have angels, you have one or multiple angels, you have guides, you have like omens, all those things, right? So all those things are basically helping you, telling you what you need to do in order for you to move forward with the Journeyman. And the Journeyman talks of adventure, independence, polishing of skills, and travel. So you know what you need to do to move forward in your reality. Right? Right. Now you have the Bright Mother. The Bright Mother. Now the Bright Mother. Why am I rolling my R's? In any case, unimportant. The Bright Mother, talks of creativity, nurturing, productivity, intimacy, and sheltering. So you are going on this new journey, but it's in new lands, and you don't know where the hell you're going, what the hell you're doing, and you are protecting yourself because you know that the first person that you need to take care of is yourself. Because if you don't take care of you, you can't take care of others. You've noticed that on planes and trains, the first person they tell you to help is yourself. They also did that in first aid. They said, first make sure that you are not in harm's way before you go and help someone else. Because if you being the person, if you being the first aid cannot help them, can you really help them? Nay, you cannot. So, my gorgeous Aquariuses, that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, contact me at the email in the message. at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my prize. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous Aquariuses, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I will see you next time, okay? Bye!